Why would someone treat you cruelly? Why do they say they've stopped loving you, that they're tired of you, that they don't want to hear from you anymore? Why do they tell you not to call, not to text, and even block you on every means of communication? Many of us have experienced this situation, falling into a negative state, feeling hurt and abandoned. But does anyone truly understand the reason behind this negativity? The truth is, when someone treats you cruelly, the reason is quite simple. They know you need them too much. When you become dependent on someone to the point where they can sense your desperation, that's when they start losing respect for you. People often do not value things that come too easily. When you show that you are willing to do anything to hold on to them, you unintentionally lower your worth in their eyes. If you're feeling confused and frustrated because the person you care about seems to ignore you, don't give up too quickly. Sometimes, in this paradoxical world of love, the best way to make someone recognize your value is to stop chasing them. This may seem hard to believe, but behind it lies profound psychological principles that we will explore together. Is this a kind of love magic? Or is it truly the result of subtle psychological tactics that we can understand and apply? Did you know that silence can sometimes become a secret weapon, sparking curiosity and making others recognize your worth? Many people fear that silence will make them forgotten, but in reality, it could be the key factor in drawing someone back, even if they initially seemed indifferent or disinterested. Let's delve into the mysterious world of psychology, understand the reasons behind this phenomenon, and discover how you can apply it to attract that special person in a skillful and sophisticated way. But before we begin, affirm your inner strength by writing down, "Silence is my power." This is the affirmation you need to believe in. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do." This is where it all begins. You cannot sit idly waiting for someone to affirm your worth. You must first affirm it for yourself. So declare it loudly, write it in the comments, and prove that you are serious about this change. If you want things to change for the better, this is the time to say it and believe it. I am an attractive person. The journey to winning someone's heart doesn't require petty tricks, but rather a perfect blend of confidence, sincerity, and intrinsic charisma. The following 7 strategic steps will help you undergo a spectacular transformation, shine brightly, and make that person take notice. Step 1. Stop all contact and reassess the situation. You've sent hundreds of messages without any reply. You've made dozens of phone calls but only received silence in return. I understand how you feel right now, distressed, confused, and perhaps out of control. Your heart feels heavy, and all your efforts seem to vanish into thin air. But take a deep breath and remind yourself that you are stronger than you think. Amid this emotional storm, the most important thing you need to do is stay calm and stop all contact. This is the moment when emotions are overwhelming you. Your mind is dominated by their image, and you feel an intense need to talk to them to ease your longing. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that when emotions reach their peak, reason grows weak. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So, instead of reacting impulsively by messaging them, take a step back and think about whether it is truly necessary. You may feel surprised, even skeptical. In a noisy and hectic world, how can silence have such power? But trust me, sometimes silence speaks more than 1,000 words. It's like a pause in a piece of music, which highlights the notes around it. It's like a still life painting, making people stop to admire its subtle beauty. Communicating while in an unstable emotional state will not only fail to get you the result you want, but it could also make things worse. Imagine, you and that person have just had a big fight and broken up. You feel regret and want to apologize immediately. But if you've tried reaching out many times and only received silence or a cold response, continuing in this way will only make you more hurt. Marcus Aurelius once said, "If it is not in your control, do not worry about it. At this moment, what you can control is not their actions or responses, but your own thoughts and emotions." Remember, someone's silence doesn't always equate to rejection. Sometimes it's simply the time they need to calm down and think things through. By respecting each other's space and time, you are practicing one of the most important principles of Stoicism: tranquility and acceptance of what cannot be changed. Seneca also said, "We must learn not to be upset by things we cannot change." Trying to contact them right now, especially when you are emotionally unstable, only increases frustration if met with a negative response. Ask yourself, is this action genuinely coming from a sincere desire, or is it just a way to escape the current pain? Stoics advise us to focus on what we can control, our own thoughts, emotions, and actions. Instead of trying to change someone else's reaction, direct that energy toward cultivating inner peace. Do not force yourself into a relationship where you are not valued. Clinging to someone who no longer wants to be with you will only worsen the situation and, more importantly, hurt your own self-worth. Understand that when they don't need you, let them go. Sometimes distance and time are the best tests for love. They will have the opportunity to reflect on the beautiful memories, realize the void your absence leaves behind, and understand your value in their life. Let them be the one to reach out to you. When they do, you will know they truly appreciate you and want to mend the relationship. If not, you have had enough time to heal and prepare to move forward on your own path. Instead of impulsively picking up the phone and texting, try to push those thoughts aside. Focus on activities that make you feel comfortable and regain your balance, such as reading, exercising, or meditating. When you are genuinely calm and think clearly, you will be able to assess the situation more objectively and decide whether contacting them is truly necessary. Do you have questions, stories, or perspectives of your own? Share them in the comments. Your journey is unique, and together we can find the right solution. And stay tuned, because the next 6 steps will take you deeper into building your self-worth and relationships. We're just getting started. Step 2. Conceal your desperation. Imagine this. You message someone, and they stop replying. Anxiety begins to rise. You ask yourself, did I do something wrong? Should I text again? Maybe they're busy. And so, this chain of thoughts pulls you into a state of desperation. But here's the problem. Desperation is never subtle. The more desperate you are, the further they will withdraw. They can sense that energy from a long way off. Concealing desperation doesn't mean ignoring your emotions. You have the right to feel sad, confused, or hurt when someone pulls away, but the important thing is not to let those emotions dictate your actions. This is when emotional discipline is crucial. When anxiety arises, take a deep breath and remind yourself, I am irresistible. This affirmation, though simple, carries immense power. It reminds you that you don't need to beg for attention because you know your own worth. When you begin to fear that you might lose her, you unintentionally place yourself in a weaker position in the relationship. This fear makes you overly accommodating, too eager to please, and gradually you lose the very qualities that attracted her to you in the first place. She was attracted to your confidence, independence, and strength. But if you let fear take over, you will lose those qualities and cease to be yourself. The key is to remain calm and remember that you were complete before meeting her and will continue to be complete even if things do not go as planned. As a true Stoic, you understand that happiness does not come from others, but from mastering your own emotions and thoughts. Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means that although you cannot control what happens, you can entirely control how you face and respond to it. When you worry too much about losing someone, you let that fear take control of your life and emotions, which only leads to unnecessary stress and tension in the relationship. Instead, face that fear with courage as an inevitable part of life that you are ready to confront directly. Always remember that you do not need to rely on anyone else to feel complete. True strength comes from being confident enough to face any challenge, including being ready to let go if needed. When you maintain your independence and composure, you will naturally exude an attractive strength that makes her not want to leave. Not because you fear losing her, but because you understand your own worth and are ready to live a meaningful life. Step 3. Harness the power of detachment. When you dare to stop, dare to step back from the whirlwinds of complex and chaotic emotions, you are giving yourself a precious gift, inner freedom. Freedom from worries, invisible fears, suffocating expectations, and entangled attachments. Like an eagle soaring through the vast sky, you are no longer tied down by the invisible strings of attachment to others, to illusions, or even to your own ego. This act of detachment is not about being cold, indifferent, or in denial. It is a wise and courageous step back so that you can see everything with awakened eyes. It's like climbing to the top of a high mountain, where, from above, everything beneath becomes clearer, helping you see the whole picture of life. The once murky paths now become distinct, and you suddenly realize that perhaps the road wasn't worth stepping onto, or it led you astray. In the silence of detachment, you begin to hear your own voice. A voice that perhaps has long been drowned out by the noise from the outside, by endless desires and demands. You recognize what truly matters, what is truly important to you. You gradually understand that you no longer need to be swayed or affected by sweet words or manipulative tactics from others. As philosopher Epictetus once said, "Only the free are truly masters of themselves." When you dare to detach, you are walking on the path to becoming a truly free person. You have the freedom to choose, to decide, and to live the life you want. A life not to please someone else, or to be bound by the expectations of others. And interestingly enough, it is precisely when you no longer wish to cling to anyone or anything that you become more attractive than ever. The confidence, calmness, and steadfastness within you become a natural allure, making others want to be close to you, want to explore, and want to conquer. They see someone steady, someone who does not need outside validation to see their worth. Remember, love and life are meaningful journeys, not fleeting games of pursuit. When you know how to detach at the right moment, that is when you hold the key to opening the door to true happiness. It is the happiness of mastering yourself, of living with inner peace, a peace that comes from freedom that only you can bring to yourself. Step 4. Live well even without her. Imagine yourself as an ancient oak tree, standing tall amidst the vast earth and sky. Its massive roots dig deep into Mother Earth, as steadfast as your own life. The winds may howl, the rains may rage, weaker branches around you may break, but you remain unyielding, resilient. Because deep within you lies a powerful vitality, an unwavering inner strength that cannot be moved. Love is the same. When you can live well even without her, you are that mighty oak. You have your own world filled with burning passions, aspirations to conquer, and enduring values. You do not need to rely on anyone to feel complete. Her departure, though it may leave a void in your heart, cannot bring you down. It is merely a breeze, not enough to shake the strong roots of your life. You continue walking on your chosen path with a radiant smile and a determined gaze. Each day is an opportunity to discover something new, to conquer new heights. You train your body, not only to have a strong physique, but also to forge a resilient spirit, ready to face any challenge. You meet friends, share joys and sorrows, and create memorable moments together. You embark on adventures, explore new lands, broaden your perspective, and enrich your soul. You share the beautiful moments of life on social media, not to show off or seek attention, but simply to show the world, I'm okay. I'm living and enjoying life in the best way possible. And here's the interesting part. When you are genuinely happy and fulfilled without her, you will exude an irresistible attraction. Like a lighthouse amidst the sea, you draw the attention of those around you, especially women. They are drawn to your confidence, independence, and the positive energy radiating from you. They are eager to explore the rich inner world you have, to accompany you on exciting journeys. But remember, the key is not to act or try to build a perfect image. The important thing is that you truly find joy and meaning in your own life. Let happiness radiate naturally and genuinely from deep within your soul. When you reach the state of self-sufficiency, no longer burdened by thoughts of her, you are truly free and shine brightly. That's when you become most attractive, not because of a glamorous exterior or sweet words, but because of the confidence, resilience, and positive energy you exude. You are not only an independent man, but also someone who knows how to love himself, appreciates life, and always looks forward. And at that point, not just her, but anyone would want to be by your side, sharing the wonderful moments of life. Step 5. Set personal boundaries. Establishing personal boundaries is a crucial part of building self-respect and earning respect from others. You need to ask yourself, are you willing to stand firm on your core values? Are you showing her that you value yourself enough not to be manipulated or taken advantage of? True strength lies in the ability to leave a relationship if it harms your self-respect, even if it stirs up intense emotions. This is a core lesson of modern Stoicism. It's not about controlling others, but mastering oneself. For instance, if you are always ready to change plans just to please her, over time you will lose respect from both sides. Instead, if you can say no when something goes against your principles, you are setting a clear boundary. This doesn't mean you're inflexible or rigid, but that you know your worth and aren't willing to compromise on important principles just to please someone else. When you live with a Stoic mindset, standing firm in your values and boundaries, the fear of losing you becomes real because you have shown her that you would rather be alone than be in a relationship where you are not respected. Boundaries are not barriers, they are guidelines that let others know how to treat you. They not only protect you, but also demonstrate that you are a person with high self-worth. When you begin to value yourself and maintain your principles, she will see you as a man of high value, someone she doesn't want to lose. In the end, respect is the foundation of any lasting relationship. Remember, the power of the Stoic mindset is not in how much you can endure, but in knowing when to walk away. When you show the strength to protect your personal boundaries, you become someone others truly admire and respect. Step 6. Build a strong masculine image. Women, with their sensitive hearts and delicate souls, are often attracted to men who exude strong masculinity. They look for confidence, decisiveness, and a bit of mystery. Qualities that not only provide a sense of security, but also spark a desire to conquer and hold on to. The mystery and unpredictability of a man are like an intriguing book that hasn't been fully opened, urging a woman to explore more, go deeper, and unravel its secrets. This creates an irresistible attraction, making them want to get closer, connect more deeply, and continuously strive to win his attention and affection. For example, when a man shows confidence without arrogance, decisiveness without rigidity, he creates just enough distance to make a woman feel challenged. She will wonder if she truly understands him, or if she is attractive enough to keep him by her side. This sparks a chase in the realm of love, a game in which the woman not only wants to explore, but also wants to possess and hold the man's heart. A man's freedom and independence combined with a hint of elusiveness make a woman feel that he is a rare and precious gift. He is not someone easily bound, which makes the woman desire a deeper connection even more. A man like that, when he knows how to maintain his independence while still giving enough care, will become someone she not only wants to conquer, but also longs to keep by her side forever. However, masculinity is not just physical strength or external decisiveness. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." A true man is one who can control his emotions, thoughts, and actions, unaffected by external circumstances. He faces challenges calmly, overcomes difficulties with persistence, and remains true to the principles he believes in. Remember, to become an attractive man, you do not need to try to be someone else. Be yourself, but the best version of yourself you can be. Cultivate yourself, develop admirable qualities, and live a life full of purpose. When you live authentically and continuously strive to improve yourself, you will naturally radiate an irresistible attraction, making the woman beside you unable to take her eyes off you. Step 7. Expand your social circle. As a Stoic warrior, expanding your social circle is not just about increasing the number of relationships. It is a journey of self-improvement to become the best version of yourself. When you build relationships with many women, whether they are friends, colleagues, or social acquaintances, you not only enrich your life, but also create an energetic space for communication where interaction and learning constantly take place. Every conversation, every connection provides you with opportunities to understand yourself more deeply, as well as to learn different perspectives from the women in your life. Moreover, this also inadvertently triggers the natural competitive instinct in women. When she sees that you have meaningful, deep connections with other women, she cannot help but realize that her place in your heart is neither a given nor eternal. This is a subtle, yet powerful form of competition, making her feel that the relationship between you and her must be nurtured, cared for, and cannot be allowed to stagnate. When she understands that if she doesn't put effort into maintaining the uniqueness of this relationship, someone else might take her place, it will ignite a strong motivation in her to better herself and to cherish the relationship even more. Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "Appreciate and love everything you have, but always remember that nothing is yours forever." This teaching reminds us that everything in life is temporary, and that each relationship requires effort and commitment from both sides. When you show that you are a person of value, independent, and not seeking validation from others, you maintain your initiative in all situations. A Stoic warrior understands that he cannot control the emotions or actions of others, but he can master his own emotions and thoughts, acting according to the principles he believes in. Expanding your social circle is not only a way to develop relationships, but it is also a powerful means to strengthen your confidence, independence, and resilience. You do not need to seek validation from anyone because you already understand your own worth. When you live according to Stoic principles, you will naturally become more attractive and respectable in the eyes of others. The woman by your side will not only feel lucky and happy to have you, but she will also be inspired to strive towards better versions of herself, to become someone deserving of being by your side. Together, you both will grow, not just in the relationship, but in the journey of becoming more complete individuals. And those are the 7 courageous steps forged from the spirit of Stoicism to help you face distance and indifference. Remember, the goal is not to beg or plead for love, but to affirm your self-worth, master your emotions, and live a meaningful life. Because when you truly shine from within, happiness and success will naturally come to you, and perhaps that strength and independence may be the invisible magnet that draws that person back to you. But no matter the outcome, you have already won, for you have conquered yourself, the greatest challenge in every person's life. Always strive to be the best version of yourself.